This right here is the very crowded field running to challenge President Trump in 2020. Many of these names you may recognize, many of them you might not. Well, for Democrats, Iowa is a critical stop before the first caucus, and the Iowa State Fair is an opportunity to reach those voters. KCTV5's Caroline Sweeney is in Iowa right now. And Caroline, a few candidates hit the fair's Soapbox today.
Yeah, Ellen, that's right. Two of them kicked off the Soapbox season today. An invite goes out to all of the candidates running, including President Donald Trump. If they accept the invite from the Iowa State Fair, they come and stand on this stage where they speak for 20 minutes to a crowd that gathers right here. Now, Iowans take this very seriously. As I was walking around the fair today, I spoke with several people who say they come to the fair just for the political speeches. And this year started with Montana Governor Steve Bullock. Bullock did not make the first round of debates in June, so he came out swinging, talking about universal preschool, security for farmers, and answering questions from the crowd.
So the question was, so you referenced preschool earlier, and preschool is so important. What would you do to actually ensure access to preschool? And quality preschool, not just preschool. Like, let's recognize, right? 90% of a child's brains develop before they even enter kindergarten. If you're not kindergarten ready, half as likely to be at grade level by third grade. You're not at grade level by third grade, 4 times more likely to drop out of high school. Quality preschool program costs more than college tuition in most states right now.
Because he wasn't in the first debate, Bullock's time here on the Soapbox was really more of an introduction to voters here in Iowa. The candidate that followed Bullock was former Vice President Joe Biden. And Joe Biden's platform is well known to voters here. Voters sent him here to the vice presidency twice before voting President Donald Trump. But with hundreds of thousands of people attending the fair, the political heavyweight and 2020 frontrunner still took a moment to introduce himself.
The second reason I'm running, and I've said at the outset, is I want to restore the backbone of this country. The backbone of this country is the middle class. The middle class built this country. Wall Street did not build this country. And the middle class made it possible for working class people to make their way up, the poor to have a road up.
Now, unlike Bullock, Biden did not take questions from the crowd. His 20 minutes spent on the Soapbox really focused on health care. Ellen?
Now, Caroline, you have also been talking to voters a lot. What issues are they most concerned about besides preschool and health care?
Well, you heard in that soundbite from the former vice president his nod to the middle class. That is really important here in Iowa, especially for farmers. Every person I've talked to is really concerned about what's going to happen with their income this year. They're worried that their income could continue to drop if crop prices don't rise.
Yeah, that's a good point. And of course, many are worried that a recession could also be on the horizon as well. Caroline Sweeney, live for us from the Iowa State Fair. We know that you're going to be covering every day there as folks get up on that soapbox. Thanks so much, Caroline.